Organized enough to get the quad in here, and then I had to get bins down in a panic and it turned into a mess again. But I'm gonna get the heater off the wall and put it in the van, because that thing it just sucks to drive in the winter. Like the heat itself, even when it's at full temp, because of the large area, it's never warm enough, right? My feet are okay, everything else is kind of okay. Then my kneecaps get cold, probably poor circulation. So pull that thing out of the window, not going to use it anymore. We'll get some cars rotated and we'll start throwing that bad boy in. There we go, all off of the wall, windows back in place. And then when I was taking the fuel tank off, because I realized I couldn't just grab the filter or it'll just drain out. There's barely anything in there, so I'll just pour it in the van. And then this fell down from something. It's the remote for it. I don't know how long the range is, but if I can click it on from the bedroom when I wake up in the morning, that's going to be perfect. I'll put it right there. That looks safe. Now it's going to go under the seat where my aux battery is. This aux battery, oh, don't put your kids up front unless you disable that airbag, by the way, which is pretty easy to do, but I'm not going to tell you how, because I don't want to be responsible for your fuck ups. Oh shit, speaking of fuck ups, you done goofed already. Does this have a panel? Get out of the way, motorcycle tires. Oh, come on. Yeah. It does. There's a, okay, sick. So I can take that panel and replace the one I just broke. This thing's been just a tremendous store of value. Good thing the wife isn't harping on me to get it out of here yet. I don't know if I have to take the whole seat off, but there is a nice seat trick. Start with that lever. I've shown you this before. Essentially slide the base all the way forward. Now there's a little guy here. You can just push over. It slides forward a little more and it lifts right out. So now you can see everything. Right, so it has a big old ground. It's disconnected. Okay, good. It's a good thing I bought the crimpy kind. So I have to pull this side, but that big red boy goes somewhere. Goes into the other side. There's a big relay for it. Without looking at the wiring diagrams, I would guess that it's this one. Yeah, looking around, I think I didn't unhook anything, just the ground was disconnected, so I knew when that relay came on it wouldn't try to charge. But sanity check, 0 volts, so this isn't connected to the main battery while the van's off. Nothing's stuck open or shorted, so I don't have to worry about this starting an electrical fire while I poke around in here. And this doesn't go off on its own. I killed many 9-volt batteries leaving it on. I wonder if that'll fit out of here without taking the whole seat off. I think it will. It's a big battery though, 100 amp hour. This is why everything takes longer. There's a battery tray. So how am I going to fit my tiny battery I got? I bought this little lawnmower battery because it's 17 amp hour, right? So it's like, oh, I can fit them both in there and have this just run the heater occasionally and then some lights. But if I can't jam this like up in that corner, like where I'm going to put the heat, and I kind of don't, it'd be nice to have the heater mounted straight to the floor so all of the exhaust is outside of the van and not getting anything in here hot. Oh, I don't know. My other thought was to put the heater way back here behind, well, in front of this wheel well. So if I put the heater up here, I could cut out a section of the floor and just run wires to it. And I don't think I'll ever have a desire to not, like, I'm not going to ever want to move it there. If I put it on this side, this might end up being an aisle and stepping on it, getting in the way. But if I put it over there and box it in with some tubing to protect it, that might be a good option. That's going in the garage one day. That's the replacement. But, shit, now I got to do a think, and that makes my brain hurt. So, what time is it? Maybe I'll get a beer. Okay, so refusing to cut that out means it's not going in here. I'm going to put a battery in there. I need to run, fortunately it already has a grommet because I need to run vent lines for whatever hydrogen it makes. I don't want to put it behind the seat, and can't put it behind the seat really, because this lines up with a cross member underneath. So if I drill a hole there, it's just going to go into a cavity. It won't do me any good. So looking underneath on the back, same thing. Right in front of the wheel well, there's like a, oh my god, this fucking GoPro can eat my ass. It says 99% battery, and then it says low battery and it shut off. Oh, now 98%. Because it's cold outside. Oh, it's so sad. So it didn't start. Could be this is the sink because I never used the remote and it was for like 2 years ago. It's got power. We'll just start it manually and see what happens. Nah, it's not flashing at you. So now my dead GoPro is at 97% because it's 40 degrees out instead of 4. So I did the whole heater install. There's tons of videos on that. It's not like you're really missing out. But here I ended up putting it in front of the wheel well because I didn't want to get rid of that battery tray. So there's my pump at an angle, and there's the hole in the... It's dark as shit. Let me get my light. Yeah, I just did hole in the floor right there. Kind of hodgepodge, and the wiring needs to be cleaned up. Look at those sexy calves. Ooh, yeah. Anywho, whoops, what was that? Oh, where'd you find a wrench? Yeah, use it to fix the van. Fix it all up. So it just sits back here. I cut some of the wood floor away. Right, it's just hanging out, wires everywhere. We'll deal with that in the spring. I just need heat for the winter. And then this had been my solution for cargo light, is just putting that LED thing up. Well, we're gonna make that better because I put a lawnmower battery in there that's good enough to run that heater for about 3 hours. Because really all I do is kick it on, let it kind of preheat this giant area before I leave for work, things like that. So it runs half hour, 45 minutes in the morning, and then I make my way wherever. But once it got above 20 degrees out, the thing would kick down into lower modes and keep the whole van 70 degrees. I'm really happy with it, especially given how screwed up my HVAC is and only blows out half the vents. So yeah, the only thing now is to add semi-permanent lights, and for the price, 20 bucks or 25 bucks on Amazon. If they work until I do an interior and skin it over, that's really all I care about.
So you can get it out.
Oh, well, what did you fix?
This wheel and that. I fixed that and that wheel.
You fixed them with that wrench?
Yeah.
Good job.
Now I can put back in the garage.
Oh, good. Yeah, always put your tools back.
Just the big one. I can fix it with that wheel.
Oh, good. Fix that wheel. Nice work.
I fixed the other.
Very nice, yeah. Fix them all up. That way I don't have to worry about it. This is the best. Yeah, I never remember what goes where, and I want the polarity right. So this is just a 12-volt adapter that those lights come with. And instinct tells me that the inside of the barrel is positive. So I jam that in there. Boop. Yep, positive 12 volts. So whatever wire, when I snip this, has continuity with the center of the barrel. That's where we hook to the positive. Check this out. So right there's scissors. So apparently I can cut these. I was worried they'd be all goofy like. So I think what I'll do, each roll is 16 something feet, allegedly. They're from another country. So it might be not quite 16 or way more, who knows. So maybe what I'll do is I'll get the controller hooked up, start them from like right up here, and I'll run in between each and just stick them right over all those things, because when I do the interior I'll tear these down and throw them away in the middle of the summer, and then just make them wherever they end, I'll snip them so they're kind of even. There's no reason to have extra. I had to slow myself down a little bit. It was starting like right here, it's not sticking right, and I was like, oh yeah, the van's wider than it looks at first glance. So here's like a strip that I clean, here's a strip that I clean. Instead of cleaning the whole thing, I just cleaned where I want the lights so I can kind of help keep them lined up. Also, I'm lazy, but I think what the reason this thing's so grody on the inside is that the original owner was a coffee shop, and they just transported coffee, I don't know, deliveries, something, but they weren't the owner I bought it from. I got it at auction. There were a lot of plumbing fittings in here and like goop on the floor. So I think they were sweating pipe in here, and this is all soot from the torches that they were using. So I'll have to give it a good scrub down before I do paint and stuff in the spring, but that's why I can be pretty sloppy with this lighting. It only needs to get me by for like 5 or 6 months. So on the end there, I was putting packing tape on to try to get them to stick. And like this one still isn't really sticking. Like this one I noticed when I started to stick it on, I was like, oh, I was like, it's not sticking because I'm getting condensation. So I closed the door, heater's still going full blast, but it's cooling down outside. So what I need to start doing is kind of wipe along here and make sure there's no, right now there's none. Maybe I got warm enough that it's okay, but I'll still give it a wipe with a blue shop towel. Make sure there's no water in between when I go to stick these down. I hope these don't look too stupid. Either way, it'll be better than using this battery-powered light, because when I run out of battery, I'm just sitting around in the dark fiddling with myself. So, I gotta ship those. I went to give away free stuff on Spooner Source, and I think I've probably been more annoying than useful, because they're like, oh yeah, I'll ship you a drive axle, and it's been like 2 weeks and I haven't shipped it yet. I feel like a real piece of shit. Okay, even after wiping away any condensation that's built up, like from here, here back, it's been really difficult to get it to stick. And I think it's just because it's colder. The metal's just plain colder. So I got an idea. We're gonna use the same stuff that made the van dirty, I'm sure, in the first place. I pre-cut this one to the length I want. I think if I heat the metal a little bit and then stick this, it's just gonna be really happy. And sheet metal just doesn't take much to heat up. It's so thin. I'm gonna make sure I don't boil the paint. And we wouldn't want it to rust anymore. Make sure I don't melt the solder on those LEDs. I think right there, if I'm fast enough, just pull. So I'm sticking this up while it's nice and toasty warm. And maybe it'll stick really nice. I don't want to have to try to use packing tape or anything else that's kind of, well, this whole project's trashy, right? That's all we do. Oh, look how good that sticks if it's warm. Okay, so tip, don't do this in the winter. Do it in the summer when the metal's hot, because that stuck like a champ. I should have heated the whole damn thing like that, because that little heater with no insulation and all this sheet metal, it's having trouble keeping up, and it's not even, I don't know what it is outside, 30, 25. That's in American units, not metric. So what's 25 degrees in metric? Like negative who knows what? I don't care. Well, I do care, but I should know the conversion. Alright, they're all hooked up. All of these joints I put Gorilla Tape over because they don't really hold that well. And I just need to get power to this little, nobody can see anything. Don't forget to edit all this out, you dummy. Working in the dark is so much better, just have light everywhere. There we go. So I'm just gonna get that power in here. I gotta extend the wire down to that aux battery, put Gorilla Tape on each joint just to keep them from separating. They didn't really hold all that great. So but I think I'm gonna be happy with this, because looking around, I said, oh, probably 2 strips would work, and then in proper fashion I bought 4. So hopefully it's twice as much light as I need, and I just dim them, because that's better than not having enough. I can test them out. They're all hooked up. I got a little preview because when I powered them on, I started cycling the lights, like some kind of demo mode, who knows. But this is my battery-powered shop light that I use in the garage with the magnet that I've been using in the van. I don't use it on high because the battery goes in like an hour, but if I run it on low, this is how I normally use it because I can still see fine, and it runs for like 5 or 6 hours and it's fine. You can see like things are dark back there. You can kind of see up here and it works. And if I kind of back up, like, yeah, it looks okay. Door shut. Yeah. Like, there's a van, there's a little light on the inside. You can see okay. So we'll shut that off. Turn these lights, the new ones, on. I think it'll work through the window. And I already set them to white. Boop. Oh, no, it's a lot more light. It's a lot more. And when I get inside and look up, it doesn't hurt my eyes. Like, it's kind of trashy, but I like it that way. And I can see everything. Like, it has a pretty good, it has a really blue hue to it, but that's okay because I have good light everywhere. I don't get shadows when I'm like leaning over stuff, so I'll be able to look in things all the time. And then it has this ridiculous remote. I don't think it will flash to the music. I don't think that's a thing. I think it just has, like, if I push a button for quick or slow. It'll, flash. Oh God. If I turn it up, does it flash faster? I don't like that. Auto? Auto is interesting. I don't like it. White, just normal. But it does have a bunch of colors, so it could be fun. Here's red. I have to pull the wife out here and see if she wants to christen the van. Still haven't done that yet. It has custom modes. You can set 6 different presets, and apparently if you hold a light, so here, let me set it to white. You gotta aim at the IR thing. And if I hit red up, if you hold it, it's supposed to. It didn't do anything. Maybe I have to push one of the presets first. Like I push a preset and then they said long hold. Well, white's everything. So if I wanted less red, there we go. So that's less red. So let's pull some green out. See if it just turns, yeah, it turns blue. Oh, it's sick. Hey, honey. The lights work. You want to do it? It's still warm enough in here with that heater going. And from the driver's seat, I put the controller for the heater right up here. And then I'll have to keep this remote around because this one, if you pay an extra $10, you can get ones that have like a phone app. But from here I can, ooh, she had it on blue. White. Yeah, it works. It's plenty of light. I'll just need a good spot for the remote. I almost wonder if I can do like a Velcro strip. So I put the sensor up there with more tape because ghetto. So if I Velcro this here, oh yeah. So I could Velcro this up here. That way I can pull it off if I want to, but it's just kind of there, and then passengers can sit around and be like idiots and push all the colors. I should, yeah, white. Red would be nice at night because it's still enough light I can see everything, but it doesn't screw with your night vision. Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea. Because this whole headliner I'm going to replace because it has water stains. I don't know if we can see them now. Yeah, like look over there. All the water stains from when the roof was leaking a lot. Just wick up here and it got disgusting. So this whole thing will get recovered. So whatever I do to it now, it just really doesn't matter. And I think the light controller right there, that's a perfect spot because I can just reach up with my hand and tap it. Sweet. Yeah. Best $24.99 I've spent this week. Do you want to change the colors?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm red.
Is red your favorite color?
Yeah. Oh, it's red.
Should we make it flash?
No.
Oh, I don't like that.
I want red.
Red?
Yeah.
Red all the time? What about blue? That's green.
I'm red. I like it splash.
You what?
I like it splash too.
You want it to flash red?
Yeah. You don't like it. I like it. I like it splash.
Why does it flash white?
No. Oh, I want red.
Oh, yeah, I want red too. But why does it flash white?
How? Oh, blue. Oh, that's blue. How about blue? Oh, this is blue.
It's blue.
I like green. But that is my favorite. My green too. I want red. This is my favorite color.
Red's your favorite color?
Yeah.
What's your friend Hazel's favorite color?
Orange.
Yeah. That's
So
fun.
this is red, and especially on these things.
Oh, the light splashes on it?
Yeah, the light splash on here too.
Hey, are your boots have red lights?
Yeah.
That's fun.
I walk and they light up.
Yeah, you know they're on backwards?
Hmm.
Did you put them on backwards on purpose?
Yeah, inside.
I bet. Hey, Harrison, what's this?
Oh no.
You don't know?
What is it?
That's called a compressor housing.
I'm
Can you say compressor housing?
pressure housing.
Yeah, good job.
Cute. Which color I want to fit house?
Which color?
Maybe on black.
Oh, that's not black. I don't think we can make black light with this.
Right.
It's kind of white. Yeah, like this is supposed to be pink. That's not pink, right? That's just white.
This button is pink.
Yeah, the button's pink, but the light's not really that pink, is it?
Oh, this is not white.
Nope, that makes it brighter.
This is red.
Yeah, that's when I turned it off.
Oh, this one turn it off.
Yeah,
This one turn. It's red again.
it is red again.
The red is flashing on here
Okay,
too.
how about high fives for reds? Boom. Another one with that hand. Boom.
I never jump in the red. Not backing up.
It's not backing up.
No,
It's not driving.
no.
Why not? Well, it's not on.
Oh yeah, I want this red.
How do you like my new seat? Is this a nice seat?
Yeah, I like this. I red.
Oh, you want red again?
Mm,
Okay, now how do I drive the van?
I
Show me what I look like when I drive the van.
red.
I look red? Because I'm mad at traffic?
Yeah, where is traffic? And when is go?
Yeah.
And I want red.
Yeah, we'll leave,
Where
we'll leave the light red. So with all that heater I was running out here installing this stuff, we brought the battery down to 9.7 volts. So we're just going to idle a little bit. Let it get a little juice in there so it's not too low overnight.
I'm not backing up.
Bluetooth mode. Device connected.
There we
I
go.
need to go. I mean not going.
No, we're not going anywhere. We're just going to hang out and we'll run the heater because why not?
The steering turns now.
Yeah, it does turn now. That's how power steering works. I'll teach you all about it when you're 6.
I'm trying to get it upside down.
Yeah, get it upside down. You can do it.
I got it. Ah!
You're pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going down. Like,
Make sure he doesn't grab that shift lever. Yep. Well,
Just keep going up.
keeps going up. Turn it the other way.
Why?
Yeah, because it's fun.
can't.
Yeah, you can.
I can go this way. I'm pretty strong.
You are pretty strong.
I keep turning. I'm trying to turn it up. I'm just turn to like blue so you can stop the steering. So I can.
We have to turn it blue so you can turn it?
Yeah.
Alright, it's blue. See if you can turn it now.
It's too strong.
The van's too strong?
No, the stereo is too strong. I can make it green so I can get it.
Okay, if I turn it green, you gotta turn it the other way. Go! Keep going. Keep going, you can do it.
I got it.
Keep going, there's way more.
Oh,
Do you think you can turn it faster if it's red?
yeah.
Okay, turn. This is so much better than TV.
Strong.
Harrison, is this more fun than watching TV?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Duh.
I keep strong in the stereo. I keep going. I keep trying.
No, you gotta go the other way.
Why?
Cause. What the fuck? Get it.
You turn it upside down so you can. Did that red light stop, right?
Yeah, red light stop, green light go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What happens when people don't go at a green light? What do you say?
Go.
Yeah, that's right.
Is this the way where I stop and we like go?
No, that's just the backup camera so I can see behind me.
Yeah, then that's written on camera, right?
Yeah, there's red there. If you get in the red, you need to stop, right?
Yeah, I keep getting this down so I can see better. I got that down. There's red on there. Look on there. I was fast. Hey, can we get the other one up? Can we get that one down?
Oh, we gotta put that visor down?
Yeah. Yeah, they're both down. Now let's come back up. Can we get down up? Can we get this one
Put it up?
Yeah, so down up.
Yeah, we don't need those because the sun's not out, right?
Oh, the lights are foot. The steering was too strong. Can you do it, Daddy?
Yeah, here, let's line it up straight. Whoop. Right there.